Calm and our spirits cleansed, we were ready to see what Oahu's backcountry really looks like. The 4,000-acre Kualoa Ranch has been in the same family since 1850. It's a grand spread with breathtaking vistas. David Morgan is part of the 6th generation to grow up on the ranch. His ancestor, a doctor who worked with the missionaries, came to Hawaii in 1828. He made friends with the Hawaiian king and bought this land directly from him.
The first purchase was about, I think it was $1,300 for about 650 acres.
So has it gone up a little bit since then?
Oh, just a little, yeah.
It's still a working cattle ranch, but it caters to tourists too. It has a gift shop and cafe. It offers horseback riding and all-terrain vehicle tours.
There's an old joke about this old guy been ranching all his life, and one day he wins the lottery and he wins $25 million. And of course the media comes around and asks, what are you going to do with all this money? He pauses for a minute and says, I think I'll just keep ranching till it's all gone. And unfortunately, there's a lot of truth to that in ranching in general and more specifically in Hawaii. And so one by one, the old-time family ranches have been succumbing to development pressure. And we didn't want that to happen here. And so back in the 70s, we started taking out trail rides, charging people to ride a horse.
David offered to give us a trail ride in his pickup. We wanted to find out what attracts people to this ranch and why the families work so hard to hang on to it.
When you're growing up, it's the best jungle gym there ever was. Great backyard.
Horseback riding is a tradition at the ranch.
I don't remember the first time I rode a horse. Me, my brother, and my sister all started out sitting on a pillow in my dad's lap in front of him when he was riding.
This idyllic spot also felt the threat of war. The Army built an airstrip and gun emplacement during World War II. The bunker is still here.
They had two big 6-inch guns up here. So on the ground here you can see the circle of gravel. That was the pit that the gun was placed in.
While they had a commanding view from up here, the attacks never came and the guns were rarely fired.
They were actually only fired twice, just for practice. And the first time they fired them, the noise was so loud, all the houses in the area collapsed. The second time they fired them, they all stood back up.
A slight exaggeration maybe, but the neighbors on the surrounding ranches weren't happy, so there was no more practice. Today, the only gunfire that's heard is from the prop guns used on the many movies shot at the ranch, and from their own shooting range. We were off to find the locations for some of these films. The vast open spaces serve as the perfect locations for filmmakers. Evidence of their shoots can still be found. The Sierra Club says shoot only pictures, leave only footprints. The makers of Godzilla must have been listening. Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park left a hinged prop tree that fell on cue in the movie. The golf course from Lost never has a wait for a tee time. But former sets aren't the only historical structures on the ranch. There are also the ruins of the first sugar mill on Oahu. This mill launched a huge industry on the island.
What happened is in 1861, the Kingdom of Hawaii signed what they called a reciprocity treaty with the United States, because in 1861 the Civil War had broken out and most of the sugar for the northern United States was coming from the southern United States, so suddenly there was a sugar shortage.
The treaty allowed Hawaii to export sugar duty-free to the U.S.
The whole sugar industry just exploded over a period of just a couple of years. Around the state, thousands and thousands of acres went into production in a short period of time.
Unfortunately, the sandy soil under this mill wasn't suited for growing sugar. David's forebears switched to cattle, and the rest, as they say, is history. The ranch is surrounded by history, including a huge fish pond, once used by Hawaiian royalty.
It was built to produce fish. The Hawaiians developed kind of a unique form of aquaculture. It is connected to the ocean through a series of gates that we'll go to in a minute.
The gates let the adult fish in to lay their eggs. The spring-fed pond was a nurturing place for the young with its mixture of fresh and ocean water and food. When the fattened fish tried to return to the ocean, the gate blocked their exit.
And so you can wait until you think, oh, that's enough fish in there. And then you drop a fence on the inside and then let a scoop net scoop them out. Keep in mind the Hawaiians developed this technique 800 years ago.
It was time to leave this fantasy land and get back on the road.